Hello and welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Cigars. My name is Javier Cobas and you are watching The Lounge. A coffee banana chocolate milkshake. Apart from the fact that it's a really light cigar, in terms of smell, the leather couches, wood walls, getting a little bit of sweet, but of course it would not be complete without the coffee. So let's go ahead and taste that. Alright, before we jump into the cigar, special shout out to Aj Gables Cigars for sponsoring and facilitating the creation of this episode. You can follow them on Instagram at Gables Cigars. But now that the plugs are out of the way, let's just jump right in. Today we are smoking The Last Call by Aj Fernandez. We've done this one on Coffee and Cigars before, but we did the Habano version. Today we have the Maduro version. As you can see right off the bat sight, you can see that the label has changed. It's now white and gold. As you can see, the edge, the actual end of the cigar where you put the flame, it is actually kind of wrapped, sealed up, that the corners are bent over. So sight, nothing really changed from the Habano version of The Last Call except the obvious color difference and the label. Other than that, the roll is still the same size. In terms of smell, it smells like a wooden log. Very strong odor of like forest with like hay, shrubbery surrounding that log. Definitely wintertime because the air is dry, no humidity in the air. Right before like a forest fire, so like a California forest in the mountains, kind of cold. Maybe it's the wintertime, but maybe it's just like the West Coast forest, very dry, shrubbery everywhere. But yeah, that just about does smell. Let's move on to the taste. Lots and lots of cedar right off the bat. Lots of spice as well on the outsides of the mouth and on the tongue. Kind of sweet, getting this sweet, sharp berry right on the center of the tongue, center of the mouth. Kind of like cranberry maybe. Definitely very full body. There's just a lot of flavors coming out of the cigar at once. Let's go ahead and mix in the coffee in here. Just lots of cedar, lots of wood coming from the cigar with that slight, sharp hint of berry right in the center of the mouth. The coffee kind of brought out a lot of that sweet berry. Kind of coats your mouth with like a caramelized layer of coffee. And then that in turn suppresses the wood coming out from the smoke of the cigar and just hones in on the very center of the mouth and that berryness, that sweet, sharp, those bright colors are really coming out of the cigar once you mix in the coffee. Kind of lackluster mixed in with the coffee. The cigar by itself I feel was more enjoyable all upon its own. Didn't really need the coffee. After puffing on it and then mixing more coffee and puffing and more coffee, it's kind of creating like a mush of that pine that I was talking about. I think overall just coffee mixed with cigars makes the cigars brighter and feel more vibrant. I don't think that's necessarily a result of combining these two. We'll try once again. You know it's not a good combination when you have to keep drinking the coffee over and over and over and over again. I'm not saying anything else and I'm not showing excitement or any of that. So coffee not really bringing out a lot from the cigar as much as I had hoped. It, I think, did the bare minimum. I'll try it one more time just to make sure. I'm not even excited. 7.2. 7.2. I think that's a fair score because it's average because the cigar itself is enjoyable. I don't think it really needs the coffee, but we are rating the combination and that combination together is a 7.2. Let me check the scores, and I did not check the scores before the episode, so I don't know what score. So The Last Call, oh wow, the Habano, so I guess the Habano must have been better because the Habano version of this cigar actually got a 7.3. I guess both were lackluster within themselves, at least combined with coffee. There you have it, folks. Nothing really special from this episode. I'm sorry about that. Upload schedule, you have noticed, is a little bit weird. Life is back to rolling. Everyone's back in their routine. And that just about does it for me. If you like what we had to say and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like this video if you enjoyed hearing what we had to say about this combination. Follow at Gables Cigars for facilitating the creation of this episode. Follow us if you want at thelounge.media. I'll catch you guys sometime this week for another video.